Hello. I did some more coding where I wasn't recording any narration, so I'm just sort of going back and reflecting on what I did. Again, it's more graphics API rendering stuff. This time I'm creating sampler in the direct rendering API and a set texture function, and I'm also implementing the direct rendering API and the deferred rendering API. So quite a bit of legwork really just to wrap up a sampler. I've got all these D3D filter types I need to redefine so I can use them on a different platform if I wanted to. And yeah, it's just quite a bit of work. So when I started doing this, previously I was using DirectX 10. I was using the effects framework. If you use effects, you can define samplers from inside the shader. So I was never setting them from in the code. I didn't actually realize until I started doing this how much FX does for you, and it's a CPU cost, it's not in the shader. So I'm kind of glad that I'm just doing it without FX, because I don't want to be bound to the FX system. If I wanted to use, say, OpenGL, for instance, I wouldn't have D3D FX, or I would have to emulate it myself. And also it's more graphics API work, really, to implement technique and pass and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's just better to keep with a simple graphics API because it's more similar to other ones, and the whole idea behind this engine is to be easily ported and lightweight, so smaller subset of code to do this kind of thing for wrap up and duplicate. In the last video that I did, it started and I had a textured quad rendering on screen, and then by the end of it I had an untextured quad rendering on screen, so almost like I'd done 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But it's necessary to be done because I just really had hacked in the texture loading, the texture binding code, just so I could test that the texture I'd loaded had worked, which it had. And then now I'm making the graphics API more robust so I can bind textures and use them